At this point, I'll share a little bit about me because maybe it's a little different story. And coming back here, I was a student here in 1976. I can give you a little bit of inside information on New Dominion School for having been a student in a group as well as today in a different position. Coming here, it changed my life because when I came here, and by telling you a little bit of my story, I want to kind of describe to everybody about what New Dominion is like from the inside. And coming here, I was a very confused kid. I was 16 years old. I was angry. I was guilty. I felt different. And I carried a lot of stuff around with me, and I didn't know how to share it with other people. I just didn't know how. And when I got to New Dominion School, I learned that what I felt was okay, and who I was okay. And I learned to believe in myself. And before I came, I had no belief, and that's no blame to anybody. Today, I've learned through a lot of growth here, and we are about growth, is that there's no victim in my life anymore. Is that I'm responsible today for changing. Just like when I came here as a student, I'm responsible for changing. And what happens within the groups is that we change through relationships, through feedback from other people, and we get a more good, in-depth insight into ourselves and what and who we are. And as a result, I was able to leave New Dominion School, and I believe in New Dominion School, and I believe what we do works, and it works together because we're a together program. And what we learn is that I can't do it, but we can. And I was able to graduate from college. Before I came to New Dominion, I flunked out of the 9th grade. I was able to go on and hold a couple jobs, and I came here as a group leader. I was promoted to a supervisor. I was asked to direct the program of Maryland. Then last year, I returned here to be the program director of this program. And what today I have to say is that's because of a direct result of what happened to me within these groups of New Dominion. And there's some other people in my life, of course, I can give credit to, my parents and a lot of other people, but New Dominion is where it all happened, because I really didn't know anything until I got here about how to live. And today I still have that belief in myself, and it's grown a lot more, and I have more self-confidence, but the seed was planted here. And that's what we're about here, and it's not easy. And I don't believe life is always easy. For me, it's always been an uphill struggle. I don't know for everybody. Maybe a lot of people just kind of go through and play by the rules and seems real happy and comfortable, but for me, I've always had a struggle at it. But it's okay today because I got a lot of good results in my life. And that's briefly what happens here. There's a lot of other neat things that happen. At this point, we're going to have Lakota, and I'd like all the Lakota members, and that is our special senior crest group. And after a student's been here for a year and has some extra school hours and things like that, there's some different things that he needs to have to be in this group, and being responsible in the group and being trusted and respected and being able to be open is being able to come into Lakota, which is a privilege. And where are all the Lakota members? I'd like to come on up. I'm missing some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can stand right behind me here. And what we're going to do here, and we'd really like to encourage you, because you get a little bit better insight, and many of you have probably already been down to our campsites. But at this point, we'd like to give everybody the opportunity to go down to the campsites and get a special tour by a Lakota member. The rest of us are going to be up here eating watermelon, but we're going to save plenty of watermelon for you. And we would like to encourage you to go on down to our campsites. Okay. And I'm going to turn this back over to Mr. Yates.
I just wanted to wrap up today with a few words, and I say this to everybody who is a visitor here today. Most of you know, have been here, like Mr. Jacobson, since 1976 in a variety of roles, and I'm now director. A lot of you that are guests here I met when I was a group leader and just recently in the county. And I'm speaking to you mainly to our guests here now because it's you that I want to thank and recognize, because as I was thinking about today and what we were going to do today, one of the things I realized is that New Dominion School would not be here today as it is without the tremendous support of the Buckingham community. It just would not be here. And you know, I look around and I could name names all around, and I know everybody who has been out here from the very first knows what I'm talking about. When you know, when there was maybe a crisis or there was a need to be giving to our students and our staff, the Buckingham community, and I'm talking to everybody here on the porch and everywhere, you were there for us, and you made our growth and our position here possible. And our 4th of July is always our time to say thank you. And we really can't say thank you for everything you do for us, but it's our privilege to be able to entertain you for just a brief few hours on July 4th. And it's become my July 4th. That has been my July 4th for years, and I wouldn't know any other. Everybody else maybe do something else, but I'm right here, and it makes me feel really proud and privileged to be here, to be part of working with the guys, put the skit on, and having everybody do all these things that hopefully entertain and help you have fun and helps you have a good 4th of July and a good holiday. I want to recognize, before I go, I just want to say a few things. I want to recognize Mr. Jones for doing a tremendous job, Steve Jones, Assistant Program Director out here, for doing a tremendous job with the games. I want to recognize also, a lot of people came in late, and I want to say briefly, this group from Maryland, raise your hands guys, from Maryland, just got off, how many, 100 and what miles? 135 miles on the Appalachian Trail, pulled in this afternoon from off the trail, are going to spend the day here with us and then go back to their program in Cumberland, Maryland. So they had quite a trip, and I'm glad y'all could join us here. But I want to finish by recognizing the people and the students here who have done the staff and students here have done a tremendous job preparing for today. Shatava, all the energy they put into the skit, and all the effort put into the games and all the activities. But again, I want to thank you, all our visitors from Buckingham and all our new visitors too. Thank you for coming out. Hopefully you can share many more July 4ths with us, and you know, just continue to support us. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming, and if, like I said, Mr. Jacobson said, we'd love to have you have a tour if you haven't seen anything and like to have a tour. Thank you. That ends our program.